Okay. Speech. May importante kasi intro kaya kailangan
Yes.
Kodigo. Ang daming achievements.
Sasay mo lahat, ha?
Oo eh. Thank you for taking time to join us despite the holiday rush. We are thrilled because this Christmas, we are starting a new film project entitled Sisa.
Wow.
Which we will tell you all about later. But what makes this project very special is the fact that we dared to pitch it to someone that the whole film industry has missed for over a decade. And she said yes. So we are here today to welcome back a true legend and enduring icon of Philippine cinema. A celebrated actress whose remarkable talent, timeless beauty, and unforgettable performances have left an indelible mark on the industry. She rose to prominence in the 1970s, delivering standout performances in some of the most critically acclaimed Filipino films of all time. Her breakout role as Ligaya Paraiso in Lino Brocas, Maynila sa Mga Kukunang Liwanag in 1975 remains a cornerstone of Philippine cinematic history. She then cemented her legendary status with Insyang in 1976, where her raw and compelling portrayal of a young woman trapped in a toxic home environment earned her international acclaim. Insyang made history as the first Filipino film to be officially screened at the Cannes Film Festival Directors Fortnight, elevating Philippine cinema to the global stage. She also charmed audiences with her nuanced performance in Mike De Leon's Kung Mangarap Ka't Magising in 1977, where she portrayed Ana, a woman torn between love and duty, showcasing her range and emotional depth. Throughout her illustrious career, she has gained numerous accolades, including Best Actress honors from FAMAS, Gawad Durian, and the Metro Manila Film Festival. As a pioneering figure, she shattered stereotypes, proving that women could lead powerful, narrative-driven films and inspiring generations of actresses to take on challenging, layered roles. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the actress that we rightfully honor as the gold standard of Philippine cinema, Miss Hilda Coronel.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Miss Hilda, could you greet the press?
Thank you for coming today. I'm happy to see all of you, and I'm happy to be back.
Yay.
Hindi mag-isa si Miss Hilda dito because,
I know her.
as I said, Miss Hilda is back home
Yes,
because she said yes to us
definitely.
when we pitched our film project Sisa. Now, to hear the story of how we pitched this to her and what is so special about this story, I'd like to call our writer, director, June Robles Lara.
Yeah.
Hi!
Pwede naman.
Hello! Maraming salamat sa pagpunta niyo dito. It's nothing short of a miracle that this project happened. I remember Percy asking me if there was a story that we could pitch to Miss Hilda.
Yeah.
And I said, oh yeah, but it might be too expensive to produce. But see Percy and see Attorney Georgie, they just, and this is surgeon, they just really wanted to see first if Miss Hilda would say yes to the project, and so we submitted. And then when she said yes,
It was a great presentation. That's why the synopsis pa lang, when they introduced that story to me, it was really excellent.
Wow.
So I said, okay, I really love the story. Now give me a great script. Which directed.
Miss Hilda, leave them.
Okay. It was really fantastic, the way they presented it to me. It's like, oh my God, I really like this story. Because I've been reading a lot of scripts lately, and this one really caught my attention.
and then our producers moved
Yeah.
heaven and earth
They
to
did.
make sure na matuloy yung project. And now we're here. Hindi rin ako makapaniwala. Pero una-una, kinig na kilig po ako. Yung mga katabaho ko sa Miss Hilda. Oh my God.
Nag-usap na kami sa MIF na, to meet the MIF sa USA.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Sabi ko kay Direk, sige, pag-usapan
Yeah,
natin.
the first time we met was Metro Manila International Film
I know,
Festival.
yeah.
USA,
That's where I saw you.
Yeah, I got my there,
Yeah.
my
For
Award.
another lifetime.
Lifetime
I feel
achievement
so
award.
old. I have all these lifetime achievement awards. And I got the Urian then also this year, so I have to meet with them too.
So first, I'll mention that in the direction, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of two of our co-producers for CISA, Attorney Georgie Alonso of Quantum, and Sir Jim Baltazar of CNBC. Attorney and Sir Jim. Puro mahihayin.
Naya ninyo, no? Kami lang dito.
Okay, just so to get the ball rolling, let me just read the synopsis of CISA.
Okay.
Kasi ito yung
Go
first
ahead.
time rin. So CISA is a historical thriller that tells the story of a woman who defies expectations in an era when women were meant to be silent. Set during the Philippine-American War, Coronel's character wanders the land scarred and seemingly broken as a mad woman named CISA. But her madness is a mask, concealing her true identity as a spy, driven by burning desire for vengeance against those who destroyed her life. So, to bring us the story of CISA, the producers are the Idea First Company, October Train Films, Attorney Georgie of Quantum Films, Sir Jim Baltazar of CMB Films, Mayor Rico Roque of Cineco Productions. And we also have an international producing partner, thanks to Sir Jim who introduced us, the Forever Group of Myanmar. So this early, we have also received a lot of support from many individuals, and this is how this project happened. Isa sa mga angels namin is Shirley Kwan,
There you go.
who made this all happen and connected the dots.
The manager.
The manager of Miss
Shirley.
Gilda. And thank you also to Don Boy and everybody in
Yes.
Shirley's management team for being instrumental in making this happen. Thank you to all of you for sharing our excitement in bringing to the big screen Miss Hilda Coronel as CISA as envisioned by Direct June.
Thank you.
So, tatanong na kami sa Q&A because I think marami nang tanong about CISA and also Miss Hilda.
Really, go
We
ahead.
have a lineup of questions, and the first one is Mr. Nestor Cortero of Tempo.
Hello.
Hi, Hilda.
Hi.
Welcome home.
Thank you so much.
You made a big move when you migrated to the United
I
States.
did, yes.
What brought about that move, and was it a difficult decision on your part?
It was because I had to leave everything, but my husband worked in California, so I had to go. I had to go, so I had no choice but to go. So I left everything, my career, and me, I'm dedicated to working, making it work.
Yeah.
So medyo mahirap. The first 3 years, I was crying and crying. Naghuhugas ako ng pinggan, etc. Nasa immigration ako, hindi nila ako makuhanan ng mga fingerprints kasi may mga bubbles doon. Sabi ko, you know why? Hindi ako naghuhugas ng pinggan sa Maynila. I told them. So they were laughing and laughing at me. So it was like an experience talaga na iba. Tapos I was in restaurants and the serving stars. Ito yung mga experiences ko lang na sinishare ko sa inyo. Meron silang mga malalaki yung mga meals nila. So tapos sabihin ng asawa ko, oh, they're gonna give you a box. I said, what am I supposed to do with the box? Because you're sanay sa Manila na they box everything for you. And going, what am I supposed to do with it? You're supposed to put it to yourself. Huh? And up to now, I don't even know how to put gas in my car. My husband does it for me. So it was like, oh my God, sa Maynila, I don't even have to go down, So pag kinikwento ko rin yun sa America, they're like shocked also. Like, what? Do you have maids there? It's like, parang may slaves kayo doon? Parang gano'n. No. They're like family to us. They stay with us, forever, like 25 years, 30 years. So it was like a big kind of culture shock for me a little bit. But I was more lonely because my children were some are here, my grandchildren too. And then some are in New Zealand, one is in Minnesota, one is in Singapore, so kalat-kalat. So I just had my son. I have to have my son, right? So, malungkot na konti. And the Christmas, I used to have TFC. Kami mag-asawa, iyak ng iyak every time nakikita namin yung Changi, the decorations, which I'm seeing now, which I miss sa US, no? Iyak ako ng iyak, tinanggal ko yung TFC ko. Nalungkot ako for a while.
Well, what kept you busy? Did you ever think of? Did you ever stop or think in being an actress?
Yeah. For a while, yeah.
Oo.
I mean, may mga ginagawa din ako doon. I go to the mga Filipino, parties, mga community namin ng mga Filipino doon. May mga ano rin naman sila doon. Daming parties. Yung gano'n, hindi naman ako mahilig sa party kahit dito. So, okay lang. But mostly talagang I just became a housewife and I really just concentrated on that, and we were together for 30 years before it passed. So, I was just like, I wanted to really make it work. And it did. So,
Did you imagine, last question, so that I will give space
Yeah.
to the others.
it's okay.
Did you imagine this day will happen? That one day you'll be going back to acting?
Actually, before the pandemic, I had an offer already. There were 2 films I was supposed to do. The first surge in the pandemic, sinagot ko na yon. Then I had pneumonia. I was hospitalized for 5 days, and they were calling my husband. She has to come already. Thank God, siguro nangyari sa akin yan. Kung hindi dito ako abutin ng pandemic na yun talaga. Then for 2 years, hindi ako lumabas ng bahay, and that would have happened to me here. So, I think the Lord, siguro, ano na yun talaga. It was, yeah. Hindi ko na naiisip. Pero every year kasi marami akong offers eh. But I wanted to really choose at this point in time, I believe I have the right to choose kung anong, movie na gusto kong gawin. Gusto kong maganda talaga.
You must be hungry to act.
Yeah. Ganda yung script eh.
Thank you.
It's not easy, but I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Nestor. Next we have Alan Policarpio of Philippine Healing Choir.
So, curious na po, what's the usual day for you like in the US?
Luluto. And then, I'll feed my animals, and then my husband will go to work. Typical housewife lang talaga. Maglalaba ako. Hindi naman hand, like washing machine and dryer, and I hate folding clothes and stuff like that. And then, of course, I have a maid that comes. I hate folding clothes. I mean, madali na yung maglaba ka, pero mag-fold ka ng clothes, like, isa-isa yun, nilalagay mo sa mga drawer. Yan mga ginagawa ko, mga normal. Tapos, luto ka ng almusal, ng mga hapunan, pag weekend, umaga tanghali gabi. It's talagang full-time talaga ako. And then I have my animals, na busy ako.
Pero nag-try po ba kayo maghanap ng ibang like creative outlet if you
No.
can't act?
I mean, I've been at this business since what? 1969? Tagal na, So, parang ibang, naman yun, ibang pace naman. Parang nagpahinga ako ng konti.
But lately I've been seeing a lot of young movie lovers then who hold you still in very high regard, who knows your iconic films.
Yeah,
so how does it feel that you have that something to leave for the younger generation?
It's nice, syempre. I like that. And they talk to me, and nasasayahan naman ako that they enjoy my films. At they really, really talk to me. And it's so nice, and I really like that. Kung ano pwede kong ituro sa kanila or itulong, I'm always willing to do that.
And yung pagiging rusty po ba or yung getting used to acting again, is that something that you worry about or think about?
A little bit, but not really. So siguro once we start, I mean, like they say, it's like riding a bike again. So siguro I'm excited and a little nervous, but not really.
Thank you.
Tsaka madaling kausap si Direk eh. Madaling nag-uusap na, Direk, ba't ganito hindi niya? But Direk, ganito. And they're so nice about that. It's like, I really like that. We exchange like, and then they, oo nga. So I like that. Collaborative talaga. Aster, yeah.
It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Hilda.
Yeah.
We bumped into each other sa Malacanang and we saw each other when she received the wala talagang so okay lang. Okay. So no, it's okay. It's okay, Direk. What do you miss most? Dun sa I think the last movie you did was in 2012. Ito yung The Mistress, right?
Correct.
Since then, so ito ang magiging comeback movie mo.
Correct.
So anong na-miss mo sa local showbiz?
Nothing. Nothing really. I mean, I rested it. So it's like, okay, I'm quiet here, I'm resting, okay lang. I don't want to think about it too much nasa US ako kasi syempre parang nalulungkot ka rin. Pero, I've been at it for so long since I was a child. So, okay lang. I think I needed a break.
What if there are other offers after this?
We do have them already.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot. And Shirley can attest to that. We have already. In fact, before this, meron na kaming iba. But talagang tatlong offer yon. But this one is yung pinakagusto ko sa lahat so far, you know. So, tapos meron naman kaming recent, yung isang araw lang sa Malacanang, meron na rin kami offer. So, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. It's like, oh no.
Do you consider relocating to the
No, siguro.
Philippines? No.
Pabalik-balik na lang ako.
Okay.
I still have my son there eh.
Okay, the one that I saw. You're
my
together.
boy, si Diego,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, what about adjusting? Kasi you've been away too long.
It was hard more for like the traffic and the pollution. That traffic was just a killer talaga. Sabi ko, direct, 3 oras ako sa kotse, dyan lang ako nanggaling from there to there, you know? Yun lang. Tas yung weather, because when I left California, it was, papunta na kami ng winter.
Yes,
So pagdating mo rito, it's like, that's why I have a cold. Nagpunta ako ng doktor kahapon, pinawisan ako na masyado sa Malacanang. So sabi ko, yun lang, the pollution, tsaka ang daming motorsiklo. So parang, oh my God, sabi ko gano'n. But the traffic talaga mainly, you know, tsaka the weather is a bit, buti nga it's December, but painit pa rin, tsaka medyo umuulan. I was expecting a really nice weather ng December, but yun lang. Wala namang, I love the people here eh. I love, this is home for me, will always be home.
And we're so happy to see you back.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Spy? A spy for whom? Or is this a secret?
Direct sagutin mo na yan. Hindi ko alam kung anong sagot dyan.
She's a spy for the revolutionary government.
Revolutionary.
Because during this
Sa
time,
mga Pilipino.
the women during this time played an important part.
They don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So,
It's an interesting role talaga. Talagang pinag-anahan talaga nila. Nilang dalawa. Pinagbutihan nila talaga. Ang galing-galing talaga ng kanilang presentation. Impressed na impressed ako. Zoom lang yun, ha? It was magnificent, really, it was.
Nabanggit nyo din direct kanina na may material na for tinanong kayo ni Direk kung ano yung material na kay Miss Hilda. So bakit po yung sisay na isip nyo na bagay kay Miss Hilda?
it's material that didn't have the right actress for it for a long time. And when Percy said that, you know, we can pitch to Miss Hilda, sabi ko, ito yung material. And I was just really hoping that she would say yes.
Naghanap talaga sila. Naghanap sila.
Hinintay din ng material si Miss Hilda.
Yeah.
It was just there, pero
right
wala.
timing.
So everything fell into pieces miraculously.
Fell into place, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an excellent story. I think everyone's gonna enjoy it.
So maliban po kay Miss Hilda, may naisip na po ba kayong kasama sa season?
Oh,
Yeah, meron na. It can be shared.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh,
part of the cast would be Eugene Domingo, Jenica Garcia. We also have American actors because it's during the American occupation, and then we have a lot of theater actors who will be part of the film.
Thank you.
We have a question from Yolanda.
Yeah. Hi! Siyempre, congratulations.
Thank you.
Noon pa po kayo hinihintay na mag-come back. Ilang best tayo nagkasama sa LA, sa Ice Skin. Yan. Nakakatuwa
kami yan.
Ilang best tayo nag-usap. So,
right.
When Percy told me nga na kayo yung ipapa-interview today, I was so happy kasi alam ko, ang dami niyo pong tinanggihan. Ang dami po sa inyo. No?
Every year marami akong offer. Hindi ako nawawala ng offers. Pero talagang pinipili ko talaga ng gusto yung gagawin ko.
Yeah. Pero yun nga, feeling ko itong Sisa with you o sa cast, feeling ko ang daming mga fans nyo pa rin na talagang magkaka-interest manood. Kasi sa States talagang every time na may mga events na nandun kayo, talagang dinudumog po kayo. And ang maganda po sa inyo, talagang hindi nakakalimutan ng mga Pinoy. And kayo po mismo talagang, you're so nice.
Oh, thank you. Sa Instagram ko nga, like, I was reading last night. Sabi niya, may mga nagsusulat, Gen Z po ako, pero you know, fun na fun. Parang nahuhugot ko yung from their grandmother, yung anak nila, tapos yung apo nila. Lahat yung 3 henerasyon na yun nandun sa Instagram. I talk to them eh. I really talk to them. So some of them are like 16, 18, you know, and they see my films sa YouTube and all. And sila actually nagpapadala sa akin ng mga pinopost ko sa Instagram. I don't know how to do it. I'll tell them, honey, edit mo ninyo, paano niyo ipadala sa akin? And they do it. So all my fans are contributing. May mga fans doon na they're nurses and they have pa yung mga unang-una kong pictures na binibenta sa Quiapo, yung mga ganon, sa bangketa. Tapos isang baul yun. May mga pictures that I have not seen in decades. So I really love that. You know, parang talagang isang baul, isang fan lang yun. And I love that. And I really talk to them. And they say they're very grateful and they really like that. Sabi niya, Mom, hindi po yung mga artista nakikipag-usap sa amin, kayo lang. But I thoroughly enjoy it pero na pag mga private yung question, ay, niligawan po ba kayo ni ganito
Sino nanligaw yun na tinanong?
Ayoko na sagutin. Kaibigan ko yung mga asawa, no?
Since you mentioned for YouTube, no, actually, because of the pandemic, nauso yung YouTube, they upload yung old movies, no? Kaya, even you mentioned the Gen Zs, kaya lalo, kumbaga parang mas nakilala kayo, mas nakikrave sila, like Insyang, yung mga iba pang mga movies, yung even po Star Cinema, na yung sa Baguio with sila Dieter, So, yun nga po, parang nakikrave sila. Parang, sa tingin nyo po ba mismo, since you mentioned yung mga followers, even yung mga baguhan na nagme-message sa inyo, so sa tingin nyo, this is really the right time po ng comeback nyo?
Tama, it's perfect. Right timing. Right
So,
timing and right project.
ang ganda. Right
Ganda.
project.
You're gonna enjoy this film. It's very complicated. It's not easy to do, but it's complicated, but it's a wonderful, wonderful story.
Challenging.
Very challenging, but it's a beautiful story. It shows kasi, it's very complicated. It's direct
Pero yun, congratulations kasi nga, we're all excited for your comeback. Even naman nung Sunday sa Malacanang, talagang pinagkaguluhan kayo yung gustong ma-interview ng ng lahat, di ba, na makita. And it's so nice, no? Kasi pati yung mga tungkol sa posting nyo, talagang nalalapit kayo sa mga Gen Z.
Padala nila sa akin yun ng mga fans ko, pati yung sa Malacanang.
Di ba may tinutos kayo yung after pictorial na
naglalakad lang ako, like 20,000 hits shoot kagad. 20-something, nakakatuwa Wala naman akong sinabi, naglalakad lang ako. It's like, I don't do reels, I can't even do selfies. Sabi ko, so bahala na kayo, padala niyo sa akin, then I'll post it. I love it. They do it talaga in drones talaga, snippets, and they'll watch the film, and then manonood sila, papadala nila sa akin yun. I thoroughly enjoy that.
And syempre, thank you.
You're
Actually,
welcome.
kanina I was texting Richard and Amy Maghanoy. So, sabi niya, i-update mo kami. Kasi sobrang minahal talaga kayo.
I only have a few friends that really I trust, and Amy is one of those, and Richard. So, ice skin. Looking young for her.
So,
thank you.
We're gonna wait for Sisa.
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you.
I think you're gonna enjoy it. Thank you.
I see a certain parallel between the theme of vengeance and Angela Mercado, one of your old films.
Sorta. But just setting namin is kind of different. Ang mga kalaban is not particularly like rapist. So, meron talaga. You love the ending. Sabi ko na kay Direk, pag hindi mo ako napaiyak ng script mo, I can't do it. But napaiyak niya ako sa script niya especially the ending. You love the ending. It is vengeance. She's gonna do that.
She's going to kill people.
Oh yes, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm doing a lot of killings here. Pero huwag na muna na ibibis ko. This is gonna be fun.
How do you feel that, just like one of our great actresses in the past, your co-actor Lolita Rodriguez?
Oh, Lolita's my favorite.
You're exactly now in that same...
I'm old na, oo.
In the same role.
Okay. No, I know what I'm teasing you.
Pirate you from, bring you back from the US to the Philippines to do films. How do you feel about being compared to Lolita?
I love Lolita Rodriguez, so I don't mind that. I'm honored actually na nakukumpare ako sa kanya. I actually went to
I'm the
her...
one comparing you.
Actually, I went to her 80th birthday party kasi yung sina Purdy, yung mga anak niya, Marinoler din yun, and they're friends of mine. They came from Marinol also. So she invited me. Sabi niya, I want you to see Mama on her 80th. She looked fabulous. And una hindi pa niya ako nakilala. Hindi ako, sabi na, tita, happy birthday. And then I sat with my husband in one table. And she said kay Birdie, daughter niya, parang kilala ko yun. Kasi ayoko naman mapakilala. I just went and sat in one corner. I was just excited to see her. Because she's always been my idol. So, I love Lolita.
And you worked a lot together.
Well, hindi masyado. I was hoping makagawa ako with her talaga nitong pero but she died eh. So, hindi na natuloy yun. I love her. I love her kind of acting. Very subtle.
Sorry, a setting. An explanation for why the setting of the film is during the Philippine-American War.
Well, number one, it's a forgotten part of our history, the Philippine-American War. Nobody truly understands what happened during that time. And for the longest time, I've been collecting a lot of books and research materials on the Philippine-American War. I don't know kung bakit ako obsessed. This American occupation na yun. And there are just so many stories that I think need to be told. And this is one of those stories, a story about how women actually became an important part of the resistance.
The character is named Sisa. There's nothing to do with the character in
No. Well, in a way, but not
it
really.
calls to mind that her existence.
Yeah.
She pretended kasi to be Luka-Luka para makapag-spiya siya.
Parang inspired, no?
There are bits and parts of Nolly and Philly that you will find parang mga Easter eggs. If you're familiar with Nolly and Philly sa movie.
Easter eggs?
It's there. And then this happened in 1902. So yung Nolly Mitangre and El Filibustero mismo, they're really part of our
culture.
Yeah, of our culture, especially during that time.
Yeah.
So, pag may baliw, ang iisipin agad, lalo kung babae.
Sisa. Well, she didn't have a name eh. Nobody knew her. When they ask her, you know, anong pangalan mo, she doesn't answer. Like, she pretends to be like, I don't know, you know, thing like that. And she starts, kasi her whole family was decimated eh. So talagang the anger in her is talagang extreme. Gusto niya makaganti, no? It's gonna be fun.
Can I just share na Miss Hilda, parang ilang beses niyo binasa yung script?
Oh, yeah.
Before the second meeting pa lang natin.
Nakadalawang review ako noon.
At sabi niya, napapaginipan niya na.
Oh yeah, I was dreaming about the scenes, you know, direct napapanaginip ako ng mga eksena ko. It was fun.
Is she anything like Koala's, Lolita Rodriguez's Koala, Tinibang? Is it demented? That kind of thing?
No, it's totally different. It's totally different. I will not tell you the scenes. We have very interesting scenes. Oh my God, you cannot imagine.
Actually, the good part, there's already parang goodwill because of the title. Isipin mo kasi yun eh, di ba?
Yes,
yeah. I thought nga eh, nung kanina.
It's very nice. I really like the title. Really great presentation. I love this story. So I go, okay, make me a great script now, Direk. And he did.
How does it feel, Direk? Now you finally got Miss or the Hilda.
As a fanboy.
As a fanboy.
Sobra akong kinikilig. Sobra akong kinikilig. The news of Lino Broca. Oh my God, I get to work with her. I mean,
Lino Broca baby too.
It's just, I never got to meet directly. But to be able to work with this news, oh my God. Oh, kinikilig ako. Pictorial pa lang eh. Nag-pictorial pa lang.
Posing na kami din.
Nakatitig lang ako sa kanya eh. Hindi ako makapaniwala ng mga katrabaho pala siya. Kasi yung, she she has a presence, you know, and you know that she's not just legendary because of the film she's made, but she really has this presence. The way she owns the screen, you cannot take your eyes off her, and you just wanna stay with her, and that's a great actress to work with, kasi you know na makukuha mo agad yung audience kasi gusto nilang malaman kung ano mangyayari sa kanya. Wala ka pang character, but you know, just a close-up of Miss Hilda. Diba? Alam mo na agad na kuha mo yung audience. So doon ako interested. Yes?
Direk, parang may image si Miss Hilda na parang mahirap abutin, parang may pagka, di ba,
Unique.
mataas.
Oh, natakot ka?
Oo, parang nakaka-nervous. Parang nakaka-nervous.
Natatakot ba? Bakit sila natatakot
Oo,
sa akin?
yun.
Wala naman akong ginagawa, no?
Seriously, parang nakakatakot talaga. Pero sa kwento niya ngayon, di ba yung mga fans, very approachable pala siya, nakipag-usap.
Yeah, of course.
Iba
of course.
pala.
Iba. I mean, she has an image eh. And I think that's part of her,
The class,
charm.
diba?
Yeah.
I don't
She's
know.
elegant, she's classy. Yung pictorial nga, di ba? Yung mga isang tingin na, katakot.
May
Oo. Pero, but when you get to know her, and then
I'm
it's
quite fun, no? Palabiro lang ako. So, minsan, pag nagbibiroan kami, like makeup artist, Justin, bakit yung makeup mo ganyan na yan? But sabi ko, baka yung mga nakakarinig, isipin eh. Sabi ko, hindi ganyan ang bantering namin, ano? Palabiro din ako. I'm quite shy.
Ma'am, I have a question. Before this point, hindi pa pala kayo nagka-work ni Direk Jun ever.
Not yet.
Did you Google him? Ano po, ni-research nyo ba siya kung ano siya klase?
No.
O,
Hindi na kailangan.
Talagang na-capture kayo nung script?
Tsaka alam ko naman yung mga ginawa niya pelikula. Nakita ko na siya sa movie. Tsaka naririnig ko na. So okay na ako doon. Hindi ko kailangan i-research.
Meron po ba kayo mga gusto makatrabahong artista? Now that you're back?
Naman, kahit sino okay lang. Basta lagi silang on time. Ayaw ko talaga ng mga late, okay? Mga nararanasan ko nung araw.
Meron pa rin.
4 o'clock, oh my God, take note talaga. Yun doon ako nagwawala. Okay, pagdating, hindi naman nagwawala, pero talagang medyo ano ako doon. Pagdadating, like 6 hours ako nag-aantay. Mag-aantay ako, 6 hours. Pagdating nung nasasabi, I'm sorry tita, na late ako, ganyan. Okay, 6 hours, I'm going. Iwanan ko yung set.
Seryoso yung 6 hours?
Oh yeah! Alis, hintayin ko. Mag-aantay talaga ako pero uuwi ako pagkatapos akong halikan. So in that sense, mataray ako. Because my God, sa akin kasi turo sa akin ni Lido, mauna ka. Kaya pag tinawag ang call ko, like 8 o'clock, 7, natatalanta kahit ang Star Cinema, yung mga staff ko, nandito na po si Miss Hilda. Nakaupo ako sa bonbon chef, naka-makeup na ako, naka-rollers na ako, no? Yung mga late, ayoko lang ng late, okay? Tsaka pag gumagawa na ako ng eksena na mahirap like iyakan, kung pwede, take one lang tayo kung maaari. Maaari lang naman. Lalo na kung madaling araw na nung araw, hindi ba like 24 hours ang taping nung araw. Mas may mga ka-eksena ka. Minsan kasi naman, mga bata pa, tapos iyakan, I like one take lang pag iyakan. Kasi parang stale kasi pag paulit-ulit eh. Gusto ko yung pagtira ko doon, okay na. Minsan parang nanonood sila habang ginagawa mo. Nakakalimutan nila yung linya. May ka-eksena akong ganyan. 4 a.m. na yon. Sabi ko, alam mo, 16 years old ka lang. Dapat kabisado mo na yung dialogue mo. Okay? Alas 4 na. Tara na. I mean, naiinito na ako nun. Naantok na ako talaga eh. Things like that. May mga director din ako na nababato ko ng script. But, they deserve that. They deserve it. Meron talaga ako iniiwanan mga director na
Like?
I cannot mention. Pero yung iba kasi, they're trying to get you in bed. So, pag hindi pag-ayaw mo, pinaparusahan ka.
Oh my God.
Ay, pag gano'n, nambabato na ako ng script. Tapos merong isa naman na masaya kami sa eksena, kasi napuyat kami, nag-disco kami, etc. Tapos kinabukasan, ready naman kami, memoryado namin yung aming lines. We're ready, like perfect. Wala na makeup, on time, etc. Parang naaasar yung director sa'yo, bakit tawa kayo ng tawa? I go, anong pakialam mo? Kabisado ko naman yung dialogue ko. So anong problema mo? Ay, nagsusunod na ganyan. Ayan ang script mo, bumaba ako, malis ako ng set. Isang linggo, di na ako makausap. After that, nag-apologize din sila sa akin. Because I'm always ready, I try my best. I really do my best. At ayoko talaga ng mga late, okay? Yun lang talaga ayoko.
Ma'am,
Marami akong mapapatawad, pero yung mga late, hindi ko kaya.
Ma'am, nasa showbiz pa po ba yung nagpahintay sa inyo ng 6 hours? Andiyan pa ba siya?
Pero pag isa, naka-rollers na ako, na ganyan-ganyan. O hanggang alas 12 lang ako dahil may appointment ako. So, na ako na alas 7. Naka-makeup kasi I used to do my own makeup nung okay pa yung mata ko. Tapos, eto na, alas 10 na wala pa. Alas 7, nandun na ako, alas 10 na wala pa. Ay, hindi ko pala makakarating. Alas 12 na, right? Hindi ko pala makakarating kasi hindi ko nakatulog uminom mo ng Valium. Sabi ko, okay, uwi na ako. See you next day. Bahala na kung kailan, okay. Things like that. I find that kasi para sa akin yung time ninyo importante sa akin. You know, lahat, kahit na sino, importante sa akin yon. So pag nalilate ka, parang hindi mo binibigyan ng importansya yung time ko. Pag ginawa ko yun sa'yo, ganun din yun eh. It's a sign of respect. Pag na-late ako, na-late lang ako ng 5 minutes, you know, tinuturo yun sa akin ni Lino Broca nung araw eh. Pati mga crew ko, mga ganyan. Kahit may lagdat, pagtatrabahuin ako noon kasi hindi mababayaran yung aking mga crew, yung staff and all that. We were taught all of this, you know, na yung aming ethics, work ethic namin is really, really important. Kahit na, ang importante sa akin yung pinakamababa eh. Yung mga tauhan ko. Meron ko isang shooting, meron akong taping actually na bulok yung kanin na pinakain nila sa aking mga crew. Yung nagwawala ako pag ganun. Ayoko ng ganun. You know, kailangan yung mga crew ko inaalagaan din. I don't like that eh. Doon ako sa mga maliliit na tao eh. Hindi importante sa akin yung nasa itaas, pero yung mga maliliit, yung mga tauhan ko, importante sa akin yun. They have to be treated well. Kasi baba na mga sweldo niya nung especially nung araw. Kasi sabihin ni Dino, pag nilalagnat ako, direct nilalagnat ako, hanggang matumba ako, nagtitaping ako. Kasi sabi niya, pag nag-pack up tayo today, hindi sila mababayaran. They were like being paid like, what, 500 pesos, magdamag na yun. So talagang titiisin ko yun, tapos ayun, ma-hospital ako. Things like that, you know, kasi importante eh. You have to treat, you know, especially your crew, importante yung staff, yung crew, importante sa akin yun.
Thank you po.
You got the best manager.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
she's excellent.
Wow.
She's excellent, she takes good care. I mean, even Sinada, they take good care of me. They're very good.
Share ko lang before the next question. That this team, puro mga fans. Si attorney at saka ako, kaya namin sila kilala. Nagpa-picture kami. Doon nagsimula yan.
Doon sa LA?
Yeah,
Oo.
Ay.
Hindi ka pa dumikit doon eh.
Nahiya ako eh.
Nahiya. Pero si Sir Jim, iba naman ang history. Ang father
Ay,
niya.
favorite ko yan si Conrado Baltasar.
Yeah.
Kami sa amin ni Lino Broca is always Manong Carding, you know. Yun ang aming paborito na cinematographer. We love him so much.
So Miss Hilda is working with fans and family.
Yes, tama. I love it.
Hilda, you're working with the new set of people, di ba?
Yes. Mhm.
Lahat bago halos, di ba?
Ibang henerasyon
Oo,
pa, yes.
ibang henerasyon. So,
Tama.
parang, how does it feel?
Nice. It's very nice and get to meet new people and get to work with new people. I like it. It's a new experience. But in every set naman ganun eh. So maraming bago, maraming luma. I mean, you know, it's nice. Younger.
Younger generation, di ba?
Younger generation, yes.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Very
How
soon.
do you prepare?
I over prepare.
Yeah, of course.
We over
But
prepare.
over.
We don't just prepare. We over prepare. So like
We'll be
now
okay.
with my team, gagaling ako sa pre-prod namin. But from here on, every day we're meeting, we're doing all the preparations. We're looking for we have the locations, we have the cast, etc. So
All set.
we're over prepared.
Over prepared.
The cinematographer is Carlo Mendoza, who also flew in from the States.
Wow.
Yeah. Very interesting set of people. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a great film.
Nice comeback. Nice comeback.
Definitely.
Good afternoon po, Miss Hilda.
Hi, good afternoon.
Nandun na rin po tayo sa topic ng manager. Unahin ko na po yung tanong regarding your new manager.
Mhm.
Paano mo po nangyari yung... sorry, late ako.
It's okay. Natamaan ka ba? Magkapadala na din late din sila nag-umpisa eh. I was here before 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock yung call ko, so late din sila. Hindi lang ikaw. Pagdating ko sa'yo, late na kayo.
Okay, gusto ko lang malaman yung dynamics ng relationship between manager and talent po. Paano, nung sinabi mo bang ina-offer sa inyo si, offer ba? O
No.
Minention si...
May common friend kami eh, si Kathy Babao, the daughter of Caridad Sanchez, who I work with sa Leo Productions pa. She's a very good friend of mine. And she said, sabi niya, try mo si Shirley, ganyan-ganyan. So, nung we talk naman, I love Shirley right away. So, she's easy and she's Zoom pa, via Zoom pa lahat ito.
And you know, alam niyo po ba na she's also, kilala sa showbiz bilang matare na manager?
Di pareho na lang ang atin. Sabi ko sa kanya, huwag ka mag-alala, pareho lang ang tingin nila sa atin. Tinatawag ko matare, I don't even know why.
Ako din.
Yeah, kaya nga eh. It's like, okay lang.
Ang main expression po ay, kasi pagbalik niyo po ng dito ngayon sa industriya, medyo iba na po ang, marami ng platforms, di ba? Yung social media na.
Yeah,
and I'm happy to see you sa Instagram. Bakit niyo po naisipang magano rin? Pasukin na rin ang social media? Like Instagram,
Because my grandchildren ko, sila yung active dyan. Actually, hindi ako mahilig ng social. I can't even work my iPhone, no? So, tinutulungan ako ng mga apo ko, ng mga anak ko. Hindi nga ako makapag-zoom eh. Nang wala yung son ko. Han, nawawala ako nasan eh. I can't see them. You know, I'm not really into it. I'm a bit of a Luddite. So, I'm like, you know. So, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun with that. Hanggang doon lang ako. Hindi ako mag-YouTube or TikTok and all that. Yung Instagram lang, nahihirapan na ako eh. So my fans are all helping me with that. So I'm happy with that. Meron akong contact sa kanila. May relationship kami.
So yung mga video pinupost yun, sa
kanila lahat yung galing. Yeah.
Ayun ang mga follower mo.
Dapat lang ha. Thank you.
Na-interview kayo during the Mistress Press Con. And last question ko na po. Any plans po of bringing the film sa international?
Yes, definitely. Yun ang aming primary talaga. Pang-international muna kami. Yan si Direk na yan sasagot yan. Yeah, ikaw na.
Ang pagbabalik sa
Okay.
ang gusto na. Si Miss Hilda Coronel to and her comeback film, and I think even the international community remembers Miss Hilda, especially kasi nga in siyang
first
was
sa Cannes.
Yeah.
Na official selection. So, dun pa lang. Tapos her body of work pa. Dino Brocas, sabi nga ni Direk June. So, there are people, not just in the Philippines, and not just Filipinos, who are familiar with Miss Hilda. So, hoping kami.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
At matatapos kayo bago mag-Cannes deadline, di ba?
Yes. Haha, binibisto mo kami. Yes. Kasi dito ako ng December, January pa ako uwi, but meron kaming timeline talaga eh.
Sisa sounds like a nickname for Insiang.
Sisa.
Gusto ng direct balikan eh.
Balikan.
Yun ang kanyang
Balikan.
Balikan.
So it will be a working Christmas for you, ma'am.
Yes, and my birthday also, I'll be working. I'm having my birthday here. January 17. Okay, magsi-70 years old na ako. Sige, wag na niyo ito.
Oh, wow! Milestone birthday.
Yeah, dito, malapit na.
So you're going to spend Christmas and New Year here?
Yes, definitely.
Birthday
And
as
my
well.
birthday too. Yep.
Alright, that's good.
Yay.
Wow, everybody's so excited.
We all are.
Guys, for your gift of presents, and we're about to start filming next week.
29.
Wow.
So we're really excited about
Holiday
this
shoot,
project.
huh?
And kita-kita tayo.
Yep.
Papalabas na yung pelikula to. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Yay.
1, 2, 3. Another one.
Here naman po.
Here.
1.
Parang dream come true for Direk.